Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
High society sharing with you. Laughs and tales, fresh with the two. Join the chat, find something new.
Hey everybody, it's High Society Radio. We are live. I don't care what anybody says. It's Thursday night. It's GasDigitalNetwork.com. You should use promo code HSR. You get the full archive. I'm your host, Chris Faga. My co-host is fat and rolled his ankle. He's fat! Thank you, Scott. So I have two great hosts from the Gas Digital Network. The Thing Is podcast. Mike Figs, Shannon. How are you guys?
Good. Happy to be here.
I'm happy to be here.
I came in hot. I'm running late.
hot.
I
You replaced
apologize.
with another fat. I thought you were going to say something. You're fat.
Well, first of
co-host,
all,
now you have a new fat. Another fat.
I need to bring this up because I got you exercise equipment that I feel like you're not using.
Here's the thing.
I
Here's the
hit
thing.
up the guy at X Bar.
Here's the thing.
And I was like, my friend is so fat, his wife's going to leave him.
Here's the thing.
And they sent us both X Bars.
I know.
If you notice, I'm more jacked than ever.
If you notice, I'm also more jacked than ever.
That is not true.
I've been using
when
the
I
X
first
bar.
met you, you were svelte and handsome.
I need you to touch me. And I'm telling you, I've been
Shannon,
getting
touch
jacked. Feel my guns. Feel that, Shannon. No, you got to grab it. You got to grab it, Shannon. Grab it.
You don't produce Lewis's show, so you're not getting harassed enough.
I mean, so there's something under there.
There's something under there. I joined a gym.
You've
and
lost no weight.
I don't know
I
what it
haven't
was like
because
before.
I'm eating and working out. I'm getting even fatter. I'm starting to look like Michael Chiklis.
You have to eat less stuff.
It's very hard. But
Do you
see that?
know the Harrington chicken and rice story?
What was it? Well, no, I don't know the chicken and rice.
So now I'm going to tell you this. He said this to me. We ate dinner together.
Okay.
Me and Harrington here after podcasts. I go, you're very fat because I'm trying to save everybody's life. I was very.
I hope
fat.
it wasn't on Father's
Pull
Day
up the
because that'd be very rude if you did that on Father's Day.
Oh yes, happy belated Father's Day. Pull up the picture of me that I just posted on Twitter where I'm very, very fat.
Okay.
And I'm going to tell you this. This is how you don't become less fat. Harrington goes to me. All I ate today was some chicken and rice and a little bit of broccoli. He had a General Tso's combination platter in front of me 5 minutes earlier. I will keep telling this story to everybody on the air. That is not chicken and rice. That's eating Chinese food. We all know how you describe that. I had a hot and sour soup and an egg roll. And if you asked me what I had for dinner that night, I would have been like, I ate Chinese food.
All right. I haven't been using the X bar at all.
No, of course not. You told me you were using the X bar.
No,
I saw the video, the one video you made of
No,
boxing
I
that's probably 6 years
I'm
old.
gonna
that you repurposed.
It's hilarious. Yes, I've honestly been going to the gym, but I've just been eating and drinking like shit as well. So baby steps. We're making one.
I thought you
one
had
step
to
forward.
fight at Skankfest for your spots.
Lewis is not gonna fight me. I don't think he's a fucking bitch, pussy. He knows I've been getting jacked. He knows I got natural talent, and he doesn't want
I
to
feel like
fight
the
me.
Titty jiggle.
Yeah, because I've been fucking feel it, baby. I've been
I can see
benching.
You look a little.
I've been benching, man. I'm swollen.
as
of
you're
diabetes.
as you're pushing in though, like your hands are going in.
What do you mean?
When you go like this, it's like going into.
Yeah,
your
because
stomach.
I've got
he's
a
flexing.
natural peak right now. So my mom bought me that for my birthday. Sterling
Is
silver.
the Italian horn.
QVC.
That keeps the
Sterling.
vampires away.
Sterling silver. But I am getting more jacked, but I gotta just stop eating at nighttime because the gluten is just going right to my ass and my ankles. But I'm slowly
The
getting more
gluten?
jacked. Yeah, the gluten. I always have a little
Do you know what
sandwich.
gluten is? Yeah. What is gluten?
Gluten is it's a sugar
No,
component.
no, it's
Wow.
protein. It's the protein in wheat. Vegans like Shannon have to eat gluten to get all of their essential amino acids
thought
so they
gluten-
don't die.
That's how you made it. I'm confusing it with gelatin. I apologize.
No, you're what are
Gelatin's
you
not a
saying?
sugar either.
Can we play the
Gelatin's a
Japanese
byproduct
intro one
of,
more time because that was
fat.
pretty kick-ass.
Gelatin's a bunch of mushed up animal parts.
All right. You got to use
But
the.
I'm feeling good, baby. I'll use the X bar. I should have brought it.
How do you come?
Cum is fucking horrible. My girl jerked me off the other day, and I came a lot, and she was like, "Wow, you came so much.
Ugh.
Like, how'd you come so?" I'm like, "Yeah, because men come different sometimes, depending. You know what I mean?
Depending on the last time you came, usually.
Usually that, but
Sometimes diet.
also, like, if you do something different, you come a little more. It's mental, you know?
You're saying you're coming. That's how fat I was.
Yeah, that's
Notice
bad.
how not fat Stanley looks next to me.
That's Stanley.
Yes.
That
is
looks
for-
like a multiverse me. It looks like a Mexican guy. That's Stanley.
Yes. That was
Wow.
at an event called the Bar Olympics. He lost the chug off. I won the wing eating contest. That's why my shirt looks like this.
Yeah, you do. You look way better now, dude.
Oh yeah.
That's bad.
Doy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, dude. We gotta use that. I gotta use that X bar.
How old are you in that picture?
20, maybe 20.
You look like a baby.
Yeah. I have a lot of baby fat. So Jorge's always playing old episodes of this show when I come in, and I'm like, God, I look so old.
How'd you get jacked? Besides all the drugs.
It's not drugs. It's literally just 15 years. I mean, I do a lot of drugs. Everybody knows that.
But that didn't change.
Yeah.
You're pulling a Mike Figs right now.
I biked in the rain here.
You're pulling the General
You
Tso chicken.
took an Uber.
I did.
Yeah.
Uber comfort. But we're gonna make it work. We're gonna figure it out, man.
Yeah.
You fucking everybody here.
So you're saying you wasted that juicy hand job load? You guys do a show about relationships.
It doesn't even matter. It doesn't matter. My girl just noticed, and I was like, yeah, because hand jobs, I like hand jobs. To me, getting like kissed in the ear and getting a hand job is kind of better than sex sometimes. You got to mix it up.
That tells me a lot about what you did in your early 20s.
Yeah. Jerked off a lot.
Well, no, I more meant probably rub and tugs. That sounds like a rub and tug situation.
Yeah. A little Asian whisper.
Harrington, what do you think?
Asian Whispers. That's the name of the episode.
Spike, what do you
Playing
think?
Fucking Pokemon Go right now.
Of course he is. No, he's playing Marvel Snap probably. He's mad at me because I'm late. Sorry, my cat's dying.
I'm mad at you because you're late. Alex and I had a bit of a sex adventure weekend. We went to a strip club to watch the fights.
First of all, you were at your mom's house.
Yeah. Which means we had a babysitter.
She did. I'll be honest. Alex looked the happiest I've ever seen her last night. She hugged me for the first time in a while. She was like, "It's so good to see you." Yeah. And I was like, "How was your vacation? Was it not really a vacation?" And she went, "It was a vacation. It was the perfect vacation."
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys were fucking in the strip club.
We were not fucking in the strip club, but yeah, like there was some of that neck rub hand job action. I was like, to mix this up every now and then. Pretty nice.
It's nice.
Pretty nice.
It's pretty nice.
Sure.
When you get to lay back and it's a different person giving you a handy, it feels good. I've never been to a rubbing
person.
site.
It's your
Different
wife.
than himself.
Yeah, but different than me because I'm the guy who's always giving me myself handies.
That's utilitarian.
Yeah.
When a man
I
jerks
don't know
off,
what it means, Shannon, but yeah.
it's just get the fucking cum out of you. Get the poison out. I don't like this. Sure, it's post-nut clarity, but really, I like the way my generation called it was getting the poison out.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because you need to get that out of you because you're going to die.
Yeah.
Like, if with the cum in you, that's when you make the bad decision.
True.
Once it's gone, you need to cum before you leave the house every day.
Yeah, man, there's definitely a middle, like a little bit of like a balance that you need, though. You need a little cum in your balls.
No.
You can't be fully drained. You need some energy, some testosterone.
Fully drained. Harrington, back me.
Like when I go 3 days without jerking it, I feel prime, baby. But if I go 4 or 5 days, I feel horrible, depressed.
I don't know. Mike Tyson said that whole shit about not coming before a fight is bullshit. And that was when he was murdering people.
I got no cum in my balls.
Shannon, you said you're awaiting the verdict of a trial, and so that's why you have your phone open?
That's correct.
What is the trial?
It's Karen Reed.
I don't know who that is.
Okay. I can do it like a super high level situation. This happened, I think, 2022. This chick, Karen Reed, was dating this guy, John O'Keefe. Mm-hmm. He's a cop. A whole bunch of friends that are cops or cop adjacent. They were hanging out this one night. They were out drinking. They went to 2 different bars, drinking a lot, like several drinks. Okay. At the end of the night, one of the couples invites them back to the house. They're having a party for one of their kids, whatever. So this couple, Karen and John, head over to this house. When they pull up, all the lights, this is according to her, all the lights are off. And she's like, you know what, just run in and make sure we're still welcome because it doesn't seem like anyone's here. Mm-hmm. So he runs inside. She waits a few minutes and she's texting him now. She's like, are you coming back out? Like, what's happening? And then she's like, fuck you. And she leaves. This is her story. He was found dead in front of that house at about 5:00 that morning. And she has now been charged with his murder because they're saying she hit him with her car. However, when they go...
Was he at the front door?
So she's saying that she went to go check and then he went into the house. Okay. But the people in the house all say he never came into the house that night. These are all cops that went in the house. That he went into the house, they never saw him that night, didn't know that they came there, and had no idea that his body was in the front of his house until she goes back there to try to look for him at 5 a.m.
So is the idea that she hit him with the car elsewhere and then put him there because they had plans to be there?
No. They think that she that night got pissed off at him, hit him in front of the house, and then took off because she was drunk.
That wouldn't have woken up anyone on that street.
Yeah,
a murder on. I'm assuming this is a quiet suburban street.
It's Massachusetts. Yeah,
like a suburb. It's not Boston.
No, it's suburban. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's there doesn't seem to be evidence. By the way, there's a documentary about this because so
This is the one you asked me to watch.
Yeah,
recently.
There's a documentary about it, and there's no verdict.
Hold
I
on.
fucking hate
no,
TV.
hold on. No. They tried her already,
Oh,
and it was a mistrial because it was a hung jury a year
Okay,
ago.
okay.
And so they're currently.
so you're saying she was sucking off all these fat cocks, and that's how she got off?
I don't think
She
so.
got off. They got off.
I think it's
Hung
because there isn't actually any evidence to point them in the direction of a car death. Because there's like lacerations, bruises all over his face. They say he looked like he got beat up. There's scratches on his arm that look kind of like a dog attack, and there's nothing in his midsection. So it's like if he was hit by the car, where did the car hit him?
Wait, what do you mean? There's nothing in his. Oh, there's no.
No
tires.
Bludgeon
injuries.
mood.
No. They also the house where he was. They had a German Shepherd, got rid of it, and the scratches on his arm they say look like a dog attacked him. There's a lot. There's so much to it. There's like a lot of stories that don't make sense.
What do you mean they got rid of They killed the dog?
No, they gave it away.
So, I mean, the dog is findable then.
Right, but now it's like
It's
two
way too
years
long.
later.
Okay.
Yeah, but when they started like offering that up as like a possible alternate theory, they're like, "Didn't you have a German Shepherd?" They're like, "Yeah, not anymore." Also, like, but
And they were the people who owned the house were cops.
yeah,
Both of them. I assume it's a married couple.
yes,
Okay.
and they had kids there. I think it's one of the kids that did it because one of the kids is this like an 18, 19-year-old like asshole, like a cop's kid, and him and his girlfriend. When they ask them stories about like what happened that night, they remember nothing except they said they left the house before John got there. That's the only thing they remember is the time that they left. Everything else is like, where did you go next? Who did you speak to? Did you talk to this person? They're like, I don't recall.
But now it's 4 years ago. Did they just ask them this, or did they ask them this in the first?
They
trial?
asked him this in the first trial.
Can I see what the kid looks like, Harrington? Can you look some of this up? I need to see what some of these people look
So
like.
When you finish the documentary, whose side were you on?
I'm not
Like,
100% sure.
Okay.
I really don't know.
Is the lady hot? Pull up a picture of her.
Good
Then,
question.
Karen
then the
Reed.
son. Yeah.
Karen Reed, and then the son is, I believe, Colin Albert, I believe is his name.
Okay.
He's the one I think did it because they also like posted videos of like him, like, I'm going to beat this one up. I'm going to fight this one. Him like, fighting in the street with different guys. And he says on the stand, he's never been in a fight in his life. So he's a liar. Like he's
Okay.
a lying asshole. And I think he's the one that probably did it. But who knows? She may have done it. I don't know.
I don't know.
the
If you're
answer.
you saying he's 19?
I think so. 1920.
So I always have this theory about. Do you remember that survey came out like 10 years ago where they said black kids in their 20s are significantly less likely to do or sell drugs than white kids, but they get arrested at a higher rate? I was like, well, you just interviewed a bunch of college students, and there's a reason why black college students might lie to whoever they're talking to about doing drugs more than
Pretty
white
dumb.
kids. Let's look at this lady. Guilty. Thin lips. Don't like it.
By the way,
No manicure. What the fuck are you doing? You're in trial, lady. Look hot.
the whole time they were together, though, everybody liked her. Nobody had a bad thing to say about her. This guy was also like raising his niece and nephew because his sister and brother-in-law died years before, and she was helping to raise the kids. So like no red flags about her prior to this.
Okay.
At first glance, she does look like someone who will run
She
a motherfucker
looks like
over.
a murderer.
Yeah.
Pull that back up.
At first glance, she's giving me murder.
That is that the only picture of her? Is there another one?
That's what she looks like. It's not going to get better.
I
want
want to see a picture of her not in court. See, that's a little bit better.
Oh, that's him. So that's the guy who passed away, John.
Well, they were pals.
She does look like a guy who would murder her husband because he got fat and lost his hair.
Yeah.
He looked like that the whole time.
Yeah.
He didn't look like that when they got together 20 years ago. Guaranteed.
No, not 20 years. They've only been together maybe 2 years. They're
Oh.
not together a long time. They're not married, just boyfriend and girlfriend.
Mm. Oh, that's some crazy eyes. Let me see that crazy eyes picture right under that,
That's,
Harrington.
Whoa.
Yep, she did
Oh,
it. She did it.
yeah,
That's
this girl's
an
nuts.
article trying to prove to people that she did it, though.
Yes, and they did their job. I don't have to read the article. I didn't even read the headline. I just
So-
saw that photo and was like, "Oh, that bitch is a murderer."
Yeah.
Do you have a picture of the kid?
So I think, the left.
Oh,
Look,
these guys
this
are
is a
like little
murderer.
Nazis.
This is a troublemaker.
left?
The left, yeah. He's a troublemaker.
You zoom in on that tattoo.
Oh, it's some cop thing.
He's a troublemaker,
It's
but
a-
I mean,
it's
he's
a
going to be on the road with Tim Dillon pretty soon. This fucking guy's hot as shit.
Yeah,
Still
that's why
a
you got to
kid.
use. That's why you got to use the X bar, baby.
Yeah, no, yeah. I mean, but these guys definitely go on Omegle and drop a couple
Yeah.
hard ends.
Oh, 100%. These guys came off Call of Duty to touch each other's nipples and then say the N-word in each other's eyes.
Yeah, yeah.
Now,
I hate the little chain with the big chain. It annoys me.
why?
Just pick one chain.
like the thing right
It's a
now.
thing right now. I
The
don't like it.
layering
I like the
necklaces.
one size
Are
chain.
you mad because you don't have a little chain?
I do have a
Next
little
week.
chain and it looks horrible. I hate my little chain.
You can't fit it on your neck.
But every time I turn, I feel like Michael Keaton and Batman. It does hurt me a bit.
With the little chain.
The little chain. I like a big chain. I like a long hanging chain.
You're showing your age. Apparently, the young kids all like the little chain.
Yeah, because they're all girlfriends.
What'd you say? What's that?
These kids are girlfriends.
All right, cool.
Suck my clit, nigga. Who was that? The co-host from Godfrey? Who was that?
Yeah. That's who that was. Yeah, that's who that was.
Dante?
No, not Dante.
No, that was Dante.
No,
That was Dante.
That was Dante.
Yeah.
I'm gonna teach you how to.
No, that was Bronx Jimmy.
Give back
your
shots.
best friend.
Oh yeah. Oh, rest in peace. Is he all right?
Yeah, I talked to him the other day. He was on Notes of a Goon this week. Guys, we got to talk about our newest sponsor, Fat Dick Hot Chocolate. Fat Dick Hot Chocolate is my own company. I went around the world and I searched all the ingredients to put into a hot chocolate. And you go to fatdickhotchocolate.net and you'll get the dick fatteningest hot chocolate you can get.
I remember when you were in the jungles of Ethiopia and you had a satellite phone and you're like
Sat phone.
you had a sat phone and you're like, Stanley, I think I found the perfect cocoa leaves filled with magical powers that make your dick
To
fat.
make your dick fat.
Yeah.
It's got all the
And
things that make your dick
and
fat.
what I told you was pick that shit and bring it back to America and let's grow
Hell
it
yeah.
here.
We're going to add some other stuff to it that's
Yeah,
going to
other
make your
stuff.
dick all
Yeah.
thicked up.
Yeah, just we pour fucking Celsius in there.
Yeah. Celsius makes your dick thick.
Yeah. But with the fucking Fat Dick Hot Chocolate, cocoa leaves you found.
It's like spinach for your dick.
That's what I'm talking about, man. Fucking Popeye.
So go to Fat Dick Hot Chocolate, use the promo code LAZ, and you will get 10% off your order plus 7 million rewards points. That's fatdickhotchocolate.net. That promo code is LAZ for 10% off and 70 million rewards points. Fatdickhotchocolate.net. Let's get back to this show. I mean, you may as well be. If you live in Boston, if you move to Boston from New York, I mean, like, at least move somewhere fucking sunny.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You can do. How do you feel about those people in Lebanon dancing while the missiles are dropping?
Well, I didn't see that. Is that real? Because they said that people on Coney Island Avenue, like the Arabs, were dancing after 9/11. I was on Coney Island Avenue that day.
I mean,
they weren't.
There's a lot of video footage of people in Lebanon, and they're like fucking like, and there's bombs going behind them, and they're like, fuck it, like,
I mean, that's their life. That's been their life for a long while.
yeah. How is Lebanon connected to this? But they're just super close to it.
Well, I mean, Harrington has a theory about Lebanon. Do you not? Have you not talked
Lebanese.
at length about Lebanon on Notes of a Goon with me?
Lebanese
Syria.
chicks are
Oh, yeah, it's
sweet.
Damascus. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Damascus goes to the region is what he says because he heard it on Tucker Carlson.
No, I said it, and then Trump cribbed it from me.
Is that what happened?
Yeah, Trump listens to Notes of a Goon every week.
We love
listen.
Lebanon. It's so good.
He totally listens to High Society. I don't know if you saw last week's
Bronx
episode.
Jimmy, we like him. We love
Yeah,
Bronx
well,
Jimmy.
He's from the Bronx.
It's
He lives in
unbelievable.
Boston.
He rolled his ankle because he's so fat.
He's
Did you
such a
believe it?
fat fuck.
Rolled his ankle. Such a fat.
Are you guys worried that I don't think this war is going to happen?
Well, did you see the post that they're giving lobster and steak to the military men?
In America?
Yeah, which is like a sign that we're going to go to war. They butter up the troops because we're going to go to war.
This sounds like clickbait nonsense. Everything that you're saying.
Yeah, it's a lot of clickbait.
Yeah, can you
This
look
is everything I
that up?
saw while I was waiting for Chris.
Yeah, you're telling me that they gave a last meal style. I don't think they give lobster to the military.
I just saw a
ever.
post. I saw a post. It could be bullshit. They were
Was
like,
it right after that parade? They were like, "Sorry, we made you do this. Sorry, we made you do this. I know this sucked. You're just walking and you're not getting paid."
It's my birthday. Okay, I'll cry if I want to. No, I just saw a post yesterday. No, this morning where they're like, whenever you get lobster and steak in the troops, it's a sign that you're going to be deployed longer. They're going to extend your deployment, or we're going to war. So they're all kind of like, fuck, what is going to happen?
Are these people already deployed or are they home?
No, they're not home. They're like, all we want to do is go home. But the sign of lobster and steak means that we're probably going to be out here longer. That's like a little like.
Well, yeah,
folklore.
I'm sure they're not leaving. I mean,
That's
this is just,
definitely not the post I
this
saw.
is the
That
this is
like
your
at
this is your
SpongeBob.
news source.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, Nick at Night. That's where I get my news from. Teen Nickelodeon.
Yeah,
Noggin.
Big Snick.
Oh, Squidward.
Wow, look
You're giving us pasta
the army is giving us.
Looks like we gotta go fight it, Rand. Oh, SpongeBob. I don't want to fight these sand N-words. I did that for you.
Thank you.
That's not the one though. The one I saw
You
is
saw
legit.
a news article.
I saw a legit one where a guy's like, "Today I'm here." Like it was like, "This is the date. I'm an army
Is it
guy."
a tweet?
No, it wasn't a tweet.
TikTok?
It was an Instagram.
Because the amount of people who I am like in conversations with that send me random shit because they're doom and gloom
I should have sent
people.
it to you. I didn't know you were so excited about Iran. I would send you everything.
No,
You got to pull up Lebanon's dancing and the troops are eating pasta and lobster right now.
okay.
Those are two facts.
Let me see this. I want to find this, but I'll tell you this. I realized this on the way over here. I am becoming a fucking boomer because I'm taking care of my disabled little brother currently. He's staying on my couch.
Very
and
nice.
he watches nothing but broadcast television. So,
Disabled physically, mentally.
both.
Okay.
He's not like he's not
Jason?
he's not shitting his pants.
He's got the sugars? Oh,
No. He got hit by a car when we were kids.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was a tragedy.
sorry about
No,
that.
it's fine. It's fine. Your dad's dying. It's okay.
Facts.
That would.
For a little.
But I'm taking care of him, and he watches nothing but broadcast television. But I'm also taking care of a person for the first time, and now I know how people become the Fox News psycho, because I'm seeing this. Doesn't help that I'm also texting Dave Smith and Chris Stanley, and they have opposite perspectives.
Really?
Yeah. So so I'm talking. I talked to Dave yesterday, and he was just like, I think tonight they're bombing Tehran, and then they didn't. I woke up and I was like, did they do it while I was getting drunk?
Yeah.
Nope.
And where's Tehran connected to?
That's the capital of Iran.
Thank you.
Somebody sent me a post. Okay. That does. Okay. So DragonKingdom.woo.
38,000. Not too bad.
What?
Also, what's the evidence that that's what's being served to the U.S. military and not just anywhere?
By the way, that's a Chinese buffet.
That's not the post.
All right.
That's not the post.
You can see the army fatigues.
Oh, okay. That's a different angle.
That
That's not the
means
post.
nothing. A black guy is serving that to him. Like
That's
This
not.
is-
It's not.
there-
That's not the one I saw. But it's not far.
that is a seafood buffet somewhere in the South. This bitch is like, I'm in the army.
She's doing a stolen valor. Gotta get chicken
What
from
is she?
Popeye.
What is she saying though?
So she's saying she gets $450 a month taken out of her check for food, and she's saying for that $450 a month, this is the kind of food they're giving her now.
Okay.
All right, maybe they're all gonna die. I don't know. Maybe we're all gonna
Yeah, see,
That's
this
not
is
it.
that
That's not-
same
yeah.
video.
Yeah, that's not the.
I mean, this might be Chinese buffet.
Buffet is hilarious.
All right, it's too
Buffet
all right,
is crazy.
all right, that's
Mike.
clearly a military
Buffet
canteen.
is so funny. Buffet. Man, my
All right.
That might be it. That's the one. That's the
Okay.
one I saw.
That seems legit.
The deployment meal. That's the one I saw.
Let's hit the sound.
I can't.
Why?
The sound driver is not working on this computer. I need to restart the whole computer.
It was very. It's not. That's actually not the one, but it was very similar to that. It was a guy who's like, "Oh fuck, something bad's gonna happen because we're getting lobster and steak," so it means something bad. This is Twitter, or you're on X. It was on Instagram,
I'm
but
just gonna throw this out there. Everything looks overcooked. You can have the best.
that's what he said. So he was saying, he was like, the lobster's rubbery, the steak is super well done. He's like, it sucks, but it's a sign that they're trying to butter us up. They must eat like shit every other day. They must have. It must be like meatloaf.
If that's what the steak looks like, it must be garbage food. I've never been
It's
in the
definitely
military.
not USDA Prime.
No, I don't think anybody in this entire room has been in the military. Karen? She
I've been
seems-
deployed for 7 years, and not right.
I was conceived in the military.
Anybody want to call?
What do you mean?
My parents met in the military and had me.
Your mom was just trying to get out, so she was like, come in me, please.
Your mom and dad are soldiers.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah, they met. They knew each other for 3 months and then got married.
all
you need to
all
move
of
it back
Operation Desert Storm.
Yeah, you need to move in with your parents. They're the best.
What?
I keep telling her to move in with her parents.
Why would you do that? Oh, I guess you're not fucking anyway. You may as well save the rent.
They live in a mansion. They shoot guns. We zoom from their house, and I'm like, what a beautiful home. Just live with your parents.
Do they have extra space?
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Will they not take your cats?
No, they tell me all the time to move out there.
Where
Like,
do they live?
Pennsylvania.
Oh no.
It's just like the middle of the woods.
How far is the drive? I mean, it's not
like
that
a-
much further than
It's like
Staten
an
Island.
hour, 40 minutes. It's
That's the same as Staten Island.
No, to get home from here, if there's no traffic, I can get home in 40 minutes door to door.
You can get a car if you live there, though, because you don't have to worry about
You have a
parking.
license?
I have a license, but I cannot drive.
Because of the sleeping.
God
You
damn
fall
it.
asleep there when you drive?
No, I
she's
just
a
can't
woman.
drive.
Oh.
And I grew up in Brooklyn, where like when would I ever need a car?
Yeah.
So I
You live
got
in Bay Ridge. Everybody has a car at like 15 in Bay Ridge.
pensioners.
Whatever.
But
same
yeah,
shit.
I know it's
Stupid Italians in dumb cars with T-tops.
Yeah, but I would be in their car, like in the
Oh,
guy's
that's
car.
right. You were a fucking dumb whore back then. Forgot.
Yeah, she was on that blind date show.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Whore
Were
date.
you on
It's
Change
called-
of Heart?
No, it's called Whore Date.
No, eliminate.
Eliminate.
Oh,
My friend was on
sorry.
Change of Heart, and he got change of hearted. And he was like, no, like they like kind of set you up to do that. Like I knew it was coming. I was like, you're a liar.
You got nose hair, motherfucker.
No, they do. It was that one. They're pretty. I think they were probably so much more scripted back then than they are now. Like with what they were.
Shows?
Yeah, I think so. Like you remember like Blind Date and stuff. Like they were so.
Well, Blind Date actively had porn stars
Like actors.
that were
Yeah.
pretending that they were just like veterinarians. Like that's like different. That was about the pop-up like literally I remember seeing like a girl I jerked off to regularly being like, yeah, so I'm in vet school. Get the fuck out of here. You're in vet school with gigantic cans that in 1990 cost $20,000. Go fuck yourself.
Good old big cans.
Yeah. But I'm
Tara Patrick.
oh yeah, damn, Tara Patrick was good. Now this is gonna devolve into me and Figs gooning on the show.
go.
I figured
Pull up
that'd be the
Sydney
case.
Sweeney's bathwater soap.
Yeah. Oh
Pre-ordered
god.
4. Oh yeah.
Gross.
Hell
Anybody
yeah.
who pays for that is a jerk off.
Huh.
I think if you buy Dr. Squatch,
See you later.
well, no, you can be a jerk off and be here. It's fine. Did you really order one of those?
No, hell, my wife fucking killed me. I haven't even bought her a ring yet. If I've spent money on some other bitch, I'd be fucking.
How much
shot
is
dead.
that? How much is that bar? That soap?
$14.99.
Is it $14.99?
3-bar package. Yeah.
3-bar package. So that's $5 a bar. That's still too much for soap.
Yeah.
I'm a man. I still do bar soap.
Yeah. Me too.
As I've gotten older, I've switched to like there's a Dove exfoliating soap.
I like that one. The men one that's a little slanted. It's I like that one.
yeah. It's pretty good.
Wait,
It's
so this
very
is
nice.
a soap that she just like ran over her body and then puts back in
No,
the
no,
box?
no.
and sells
They
it?
supposedly they took her bath water. She
But-
took a bath in the soap.
But also, the conspiracy is that that's not true.
I would
Because if
believe
you
it's not
use
true.
a human's bath water, it's
Wait, they
There-
made the soap out of the bath water?
no, yeah, they
understand
used
what's
part.
happening.
So she took a bath, and then they took the water from her bath that her body was in, and they made soap out of it. But it's not. It can't be true because it's a hazard. It's a biohazard to do that. You can't sell.
I'd imagine they boiled it.
Oh, okay, maybe. That's what my brother told me. My brother was like, "It's impossible, Mikey. They can't do that."
I love your news sources are just some tweet you maybe saw while
Hillary
while you were waiting
Clinton.
for me to-
Hillary
'cause I'm
Clinton
like,
is touching little boys at John's Pizza on 14th Street. Okay, that's what I
well,
heard.
that's absolutely true. I will believe any conspiracy about the Clintons. Let's not. I told you, I'm turning into a boomer. I'm starting to think that maybe Michelle Obama has a cock. I don't
she
know.
definitely has a hawk.
I do not believe. Did you actually see her brother? Her brother's just a gay dude who looks like the gay guy from Kimmy Schmidt.
No way. Oh, no way.
Have you seen this?
No, I have not. I know who the gay guy from Kimmy Schmidt is.
Okay.
Titus.
He looks like
So now,
Dwayne Wade's
pull
son.
up just a picture of Michelle Obama's. This is how you know she's not a man because she would look like this gay guy.
But it's like, okay, I've heard this conspiracy a lot. And if it's true, so what? What does that mean?
Now, she's still
Mike,
a
pull
cute.
Wow.
up a better picture.
No, but that
That's a
does
great.
look...
He looks
that
just
looks
like
just
he looks
like him.
exactly like
Exactly
Titus from Kimmy Schmidt.
He looks like he should play the genie in Aladdin on Broadway.
Yes.
Yeah. But Obama's. I like her.
I got
So
no.
what if her clit looks like a string bean? I like her.
I mean, she's
like
a little jacked, which is weird, but.
her. Yeah.
But if she is a guy, like, what is that?
Well, okay, hold on. Maybe he is straight. That's him with a fat white woman.
fat white woman. That it equal matches up.
Is that supposedly his wife, or is that one of the McCain sisters?
Yeah, I thought that was Tim Dillon for a quick second. Second time I mentioned Tim Dillon on the show. Good friend of mine, by the way.
I get it. You're trying to go on the road with Tim without jerking him off. I get it. It's fine.
He doesn't even look me in the eyes. I'm totally kidding.
Yeah, no, he is not gay. His name is Craig Robinson.
Oh,
He's-
yeah. He's not that
Time
crazy.
Machine?
I remember she put out a podcast, and it came up in my YouTube feed. And I go, Michelle Obama's doing a fucking podcast with Craig Robinson? And
From
I
Hot
clicked
Tub
it.
Time Machine?
I clicked it, and I was like hungover. I clicked it, and I went, that's not Craig Robinson. That's the gay guy from Kimmy Schmidt. And then I was
That's
like,
a gay guy from Aladdin.
yeah, I was like, why does this have 1,000 views? What the fuck is happening? And then it's her brother, and nobody gave a shit. The Obamas can't podcast.
Yeah.
Obama did a podcast with fucking Bon Jovi, and nobody listened. Was
He
it Bon
did it with
Jovi or
Matt-
Bruce Springsteen?
No, he did one with Matt Maron. He did Matt Maron's podcast.
Fight Club?
No, I'm sorry, Mark Maron,
Oh,
the original.
yeah. I remember he did
Lock
that.
the gates.
But he
what Figa is saying is that they can't podcast.
Yeah.
They can go on other people's podcasts.
All right,
And now look what you're doing. Now I have to deal with him for the next hour.
all right.
Here, have another beer.
It's a Matt Maron, right? The Mark Maron
Yeah,
show.
we'll give you a natty ice.
No, but do you remember that? I remember that podcast with Matt Maron or Mark Maron? Mark Maron.
Oh my god.
And they had and there was fucking Secret Service in his garage. But you're saying
Where
that
is
the
that
Obamas.
information from? Just curious.
No, that actually, I saw
Okay.
pictures of that.
I can't believe anything.
I
he
remember
says.
when that happened. That was the first thing. That was before Obama did Between Two Ferns. And like he was doing that stuff. And it was like, he was kind of just being like, hey, I'm the cool guy. Don't pay attention to the fact that I've ramped up the drone bombings and putting a lot of whistleblowers in prison. Don't like Obama. Don't like any of these people. I swear to
What
God.
do you mean by these people? What do you mean?
The blacks.
We're kidding.
No, politicians is who I'm talking about. Guys.
Well, we have to talk about you. You're constantly telling me things that I have to talk about. I'm
Well-
sick of it.
Well, we have to talk about smallbatchcigar.com.
Oh, I want to talk about this. Shmoney. These are the things I love in life. Shmoney, Mike Harrington's birthday, and small batch cigars.
Cool dude alert.
You know why?
Mike Harrington's birthday was last week.
I'm still
He's,
celebrating.
he's off this week.
Me personally, I'm still celebrating it. I don't even need him here to
With
celebrate
cigars.
it. I'm fucking lighting up a fucking fatty
Okay.
from smallbatchcigar.com
You're immolating Mike Harrington?
and myself.
Hmm.
Look, man, I go to smallbatchcigar.com. I go to smallbatchcigar.com. I go to smallbatchcigar.com.
Do you? Where do you?
And I get my packs of cigars. They got the Bavita packs. I don't
They
know
got Bavita packs. It comes with a bag, a Bavita pack. You don't need a humidor, nothing.
you don't have to pay shit for a humidor, okay? Because small batch cigar hooks you the fuck up.
And they do hook you the fuck up.
And they give you the banger cigars
Bangers.
to impress your friends, your family, and your loved ones.
I said forget about it, cuz.
Thank you. Okay? This is Fast and the Furious type shit.
Fast and furious.
I said forget about it, cuz.
I wasn't coughing from a cigar. I have
Allergies.
terrible allergies.
Terrible. That's a 10% Ashkenazi.
I have allergies against saving money on cigars. That's why
I said forget about it, cuz.
I said forget about it, cuh.
I said forget about it, cuz.
I said forget about it, cuh.
I'm gay.
I just want to go to smallbatchcigar.com. I want to use the promo code
Gas 10.
GAS10, and I want to
10% off and then 5% reward
I want to
points.
get them reward points.
Reward
I
points,
want
dude.
to get cheaper cigars,
You fuck with reward points in my shit, dude.
and I gotta just go. The champ is here. Get back to the show.
Yeah.
But I am very worried that the world is ending.
Yeah.
I don't think it's I just don't want to go to another. I'm sick of the United
If you-
States being
if
the
you
bad
had-
guy. Shannon, you lived in Bensonhurst when 9/11 happened. You lived in the Bronx?
Yeah, in the Bronx, yeah.
Okay. So Harrington lived in Westchester, and we've talked about this ad nauseum. I know Jorge, as a trans woman of color, was not in any way for these forever wars. However, what I'm saying is, you, as somebody in Bay Ridge, Bensonhurst, were you pro-Iraq war?
I feel like probably. I don't like specifically.
That guy who was
remember
driving
that
you
at the
around?
time. Yeah. No,
That guy you were giving roadhead to so you can get to the Alpine Theater on 4th Avenue. That guy was pro-Iraq war.
I remember it being like a heavy presence around at the time. But what I remember the most is just like the people like actually being nice to each other. Like for a short period of time.
Oh, like right after
yes.
9/11.
Yes, right
I'm
after
talking
9/11.
about 2 years later,
Oh.
after we're in Afghanistan for 2 years. It seems like, oh, now we're just in a Vietnam.
And this is prior we kill Osama, prior we
Yes.
Saddam Hussein.
Yes.
Okay. And
So
we're
when
there,
they
and
were
the
going to
news-
war,
yeah,
and it was
yeah.
the weapons of mass destruction.
And the
thing.
news is like, we haven't found any weapons. We haven't found any weapons.
But we lived through 9/11. Everybody here lived through 9/11 in New York City.
And I remember being like, fuck it, let's go there. Let's get revenge. But then I remember like this weird limbo of like, we're there, we're still there. Our troops want to come home, and there's nothing that we found.
Yeah, they made it seem like
That
we're
was
just gonna-
news. That was like CNN and shit.
Yeah. Well, Iraq was that
Yeah.
because like Afghanistan was like, let's go. Fine.
Let's get revenge.
Fine. They fucking.
We're
I
gonna
don't-
fuck them up.
I don't know if Bush did it or not, but we got to do something.
Yeah.
Right. That was like I was like 18, smoking way too much weed, and fucking definitely very much like this might be a Pearl Harbor false flag thing. I don't know. They knew it was going to happen at the very least. There's no way planes hit the fucking Pentagon. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, all right, this is fine. This one's fine. And then they started doing the next one. And I remember do you guys remember when Colin Powell walked out of the Senate hearing? Harrington, can you find that video? Oh, you can't play sound. There's a video.
What's going on with our sound drivers?
There's literally, I remember seeing a video. This is before fucking like social media even was proliferated. I remember somebody sent me a live leak link, and it was just Colin Powell just being like, he's doing this thing, and then like he's done talking, and off fucking mic, he just goes, fucking bullshit. Because it like they were like, oh, they made him do that.
And what was the timing of that?
That was the lead up to it was when they were trying to justify the Iraq war. They were talking about enriched uranium in Iraq. And then they found obviously nothing. And that's what they're saying now. And this is like this weird thing where it's like, they're like, Trump's like, get out of Tehran. And I'm like, I thought they just wanted to blow up the nuclear facilities, which is not in Tehran.
Yeah.
It's like, and they just wanted one of those Moab bombs that like goes, like can get underground and destroy a whole thing. It seemed like they just needed one of those 3 days ago. And now they're like, we're bombing your capital.
Do you think they're going to fucking like, go off and send a fuck ton of missiles because they hit Tel Aviv? And like in response to the attacks on Tel Aviv, do you think Iran is do you think Israel's going to be like, all right, get ready. We're going to fucking send
I think that might be it. But it's like they sent 500 missiles and like 10 people died.
Yeah,
like literally the casualty list from Israel. Like I'm turning into a fucking boomer. Yeah. I apologize to the listeners. I swear to God, there'll be a lot of good bits next week. I'll get Stanley back. He'll be fine. I'll put him in a cast. We'll do something wacky. I swear to God. I will be better next week. I promise. But like the amount
you said the
I'm
kill
reading,
list
I'm reading
compared to
the
missiles?
casualties,
Yeah.
and it's just like it's 5 people.
Yeah.
And it's like they're just like indiscriminately bombing, but it's also like Netanyahu gets on TV and goes, some guy from Iran told me that they were the ones who tried to kill Trump. Did you see that?
Oh, no.
That happened over the weekend?
I don't know anything.
Oh,
Yeah,
dude.
no.
Because you're following. Is there a verdict in the Karen Fletcher?
No,
fucking
there
clears
probably
it?
I was
isn't gonna
watching
be
Love
I hope-
Island.
I
dude.
hope her and the
I
son
watched
fuck.
The movie Sinners are so
That's
good.
all. If her and the son fuck, it will.
Amazing.
And we can get Khomeini and Netanyahu to watch the video. We will
That
fuck.
fixes the world.
I think it fucking does. I think it does. Also, I've watched too much Becker and Boston Legal in the last 3 weeks with my brother.
Becker.
Dude, I did an entire episode of Notes of a Goon about the hot receptionist from Becker. Do you know how hot she is?
Pull it up.
Pull it up, and then give me the Colin Powell video.
I don't know what Becker is.
It's a show with Ted Danson where he played
I remember that,
an
yeah,
ornery doctor in the, I think the Bronx.
Probably.
And he hung out at a
He's
diner.
always in hell or the Bronx.
Yeah, it's
But
Or a bar.
my situation at home is my uncle now lives with me. He's 70, but what's on the television 24/7 is Fox News.
Oh, okay. See, yeah, my brother is just bad sitcoms and then occasionally a procedural.
Oh yeah. I
No,
love
not
that.
her. The one we were looking at last
Oh,
week.
sorry, I like
That's
her.
the lady from Deep Space Nine who's also attractive. The receptionist. You found bikini pics of her in a second
baby.
last week, Mike.
It must be because of the sound driver, I think.
Yeah, it's the sound driver.
Sound drivers.
Yeah, it's the
It's
sound
gonna make me
driver.
do coke in 20 minutes.
Oh, Jesus
You want some
Christ.
coke?
Oh no.
No, I don't want any.
You got to get through an entire another podcast.
No, I'm
then.
chilling. I'm chilling.
Okay.
I don't know if it's better for me if you do it or you don't
Get
do
Shannon
it.
a White Claw.
Yeah, have a white
I can maybe have a White
We're
Claw.
live. It's 8
Yeah.
o'clock on Thursday.
I just don't want to start my show drunk. I'm a responsible host.
8 o'clock on Thursday.
Oh yeah, that's right. 8 o'clock on Thursday. Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah, we're doing the pre-record. That's what's
yeah.
happening.
You guys are pre-recording.
Right.
Yeah, hell yeah. Here.
Here, do this coke, suck my dick.
You can have one, AJ,
Yeah,
if you'd like. You're welcome to have one.
Oh, I love baby.
AJ
Oh,
wants drugs. He
she's
loves
familiar.
drugs. Harrington. Oh, yeah, that chick.
She does look familiar.
So I'm just watching all these like 80s, like 80s and 90s like sitcoms and like fucking TV shows, and I'm just walking in the room, and I'm just like, is that Angie Harmon on fucking Law and Order? Damn, she used to fucking bone me up. And my brother's like, what the fuck is wrong with you? And I was like, dude, I haven't seen any of these broads in 20 fucking years. I don't watch this crap. I watch Bob's Burgers on loop, and then look
very
up things about Iran.
I'm watching Dexter right now again.
I've never watched it.
So
Great.
good. So good.
I hate
so
that
good.
guy's face.
I love
Michael
him.
C. Hall.
Yeah.
You're gonna fall in love with him though once you get to know his character. It's gonna change it.
Chris is not a homosexual,
You
but
don't have to be homosexual to have like
I
care
know.
about the characters of a show.
yeah, no, I mean, I'm homosexual, so I do care about the characters. I don't think Chris has the capability,
He
especially as a
does.
boomer
He's
now.
not a sociopath.
I don't think he's gonna like.
I didn't
Dexter.
like the premise.
It gets better. It gets
a
better.
murderer that kills just bad people. That's
Yeah.
like my dream.
That's the Punisher.
I need
It's the
this.
Punisher.
It's just
I
the
don't know what
Punisher.
He
that
is the Punisher. He's the gay Punisher.
Yeah, I just grew up reading the Punisher.
I
He
feel
doesn't
like-
have guns. He has needles. He needles guys in the
Okay.
neck.
I feel like I'm being the Akeem Woods of this episode, saying I don't know anything that you're talking
You
about.
don't know who the Punisher is.
It's like a
By the
Marvel
way, the
character?
guy.
Let her guess.
Yes,
Let her
but
keep
the
talking.
guy who played the Punisher in the TV show is your type.
Is it?
Oh, you
Is
love
this a
him.
Marvel
He's
character?
probably too short, but he is. Give me any.
He's just always
scene-
like. He's
what's
always
that guy's
like,
name? Barenthal or something.
Oh,
yeah,
he's John Barenthal.
Joe
I love
yeah.
him.
But give me any scene where he's like ranting at he's no sound. I want you to hear his like breathy Punisher voice and see
I love it.
and see you slide off that chair.
I love him. I do love him as an
Yeah.
actor. He's great.
He's great. He's fantastic.
I heard The Accountant 2 sucked though, with him and Ben Affleck.
What was the Accountant 1 good? People told
Yeah,
me that was
The
good.
Accountant 1 was good.
And it's just about autism.
He's like an autistic guy that kills people. He's an accountant. He's good. He's like the Rain Man with John Wick. Think about the Rain Man.
Who's
and
the retarded one?
Dustin Hoffman.
That's Hoffman.
No, in the
Ben Affleck.
accountant.
Ben Affleck.
Oh, okay.
I like this Ben Affleck.
Why are you saying it so crazy? You're adding so
Can
much.
you do a Ben
to it.
Affleck impression?
No.
Can you do a
No.
Punisher impression? Yeah, look at that. Shannon, you would suck that guy's cock.
I enjoy him like as an actor.
law.
I am the law. People I
Doing
killed.
Judge Dredd.
I can't hear it over Figs.
I want you to know that I do it all again. This is a circus, all right? It's a show.
Look how
God.
fucking wet she's getting.
Oh, isn't that Jessica from True
I
Blood?
ain't crazy.
Yeah.
Is it?
I'm not crazy. Okay? I know what I did.
Yeah, I'm on board. I love him. I love this. Maybe I need to
I
watch
know
The
who I
Punisher.
am.
That's gonna be, by the way, if they cross-examine the son again in that trial, that's what he's gonna say.
No. So wait, is this a superhero? Is it a superhero?
My right
Yeah,
goddamn
yeah, kind of. He doesn't have
Kinda.
powers.
Vigilante.
He just has guns.
Any lowlife, any-
Is he part of like Marvel or DC or
he's-
something?
Marvel.
A comic
We're over here trying to
This is
justify.
from Daredevil.
We don't know
We're
what it
trying to
is.
justify.
Okay.
We're like, well, technically, he doesn't have powers. Me.
No,
No,
he's a fucking Punisher. He's been a fucking.
But that's a whole conspiracy as well. They came out with the Punisher to get people to join the military and guns and all this shit. That's also if you go dive
you're
deep.
saying that Disney
No, fuck Disney. Before Disney, when the Punisher first came out,
80s.
you had Spider-Man, who was this happy kid who wanted everyone to get along, and then they were like, we need people to deploy.
But
Let's get the Punisher. He killed, and people.
Captain
fucking
America
turned out.
was
Yeah.
that.
There's also G.I. Joe.
Yeah.
Captain America, G.I. Joe, they were all like kind of like, meh, bubblegum.
G.I.
The
Joe?
Punisher made people like, go to war, do it for your country. Who cares? Get PTSD.
Well,
you're
there
a
was
man.
there
He
was
cool.
there
He
was
made it cool.
There was a comic book called The Nam that came out in the 80s about Vietnam, and it wasn't selling well. So they decided, well, actually, the Punisher was in Vietnam.
Yeah,
So
all of a
we're,
sudden.
now this is just a Punisher comic book.
yeah. And everyone was like, yeah.
That was a. Have you ever read that? Have you ever read that? I remember picking up.
Read?
I remember picking up issues of the Nam when I was a kid and being like, I will never join the military.
Yeah.
Like this is that what they're doing over there? They're just
Why?
cutting off ears and shit.
Yeah.
I'm good.
I saw Deer Hunter and Full Metal Jacket when I was way too young.
Deer Hunter sucks.
It's a slow build.
You ever seen Deer Hunter?
I don't think so.
Next time you have the flu, because it's the only way you can watch the Deer
I
Hunter.
just got over
But
being sick.
Christopher Walken was
It's
great. in
it's
it.
4 fucking hours. People fucking love this movie.
Who's the deer hunter?
It's Robert De Niro.
It's Robert De Niro.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's about a guy that goes to war, but in
But
drama.
the first hour is a bunch of Polacks getting drunk in a fucking VFW at a wedding
yeah.
for
And then he smacks that kid.
in Milwaukee.
Who he smacks the women. Someone gets smacked.
Yes, but it's a fucking hour
It's
that I'm watching this wedding with people I don't give a flying fuck about.
Yeah.
Then they go to war, but by that point, I'm like, this movie sucks. And then there's the one scene that everybody knows. Yeah, with the fucking Russian roulette, and then Christopher Walken is like obsessed with it. It sucks. The movie sucks. Sucks. If somebody can explain to me, I will Venmo anybody $25 if they can make a convincing case that Deer Hunter is a good movie. Next
I
week,
really need the cash. I'm trying to think of a way.
You should just use ChatGPT right now. That's what you should have done.
and then what I
Robert De
will
Niro
do to
got
prove I don't
nominated.
owe them $20 is I will live on the show watch just the first hour of the Deer Hunter.
Yeah.
That will be bonus content. It will just be me, and I will make Harrington do it.
You like it better than Apocalypse Now?
No, Apocalypse Now is great.
Okay. To me, Apocalypse Now is like, oh, Jesus fucking Christ.
I like
how
the whole
long
thing
is
about
this
French
fucking
Indochina.
movie? The movie's so long. Deer Hunter
Yeah, but they're doing bong rips out of fucking guns. It's fucking guns immediately. They're fucking at war.
Full Metal Jacket, the best. Out of
That's
all.
a great movie.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
out of all of them, it just puts it all in a fucking hour, 30 minutes. It just kind of puts it all in one thing.
It's a good movie.
I'm gonna call you Private
You know
Snowball.
what you're not getting? $20 from me because you have not proved that Deer Hunter. You know what you just said?
I forgot
you
to
just
watch
said that
it.
the Deer Hunter reminds me of these two better movies.
Anyways, I'll be performing at Robert De Niro's Tribeca
Plug whatever you
Theater
guys
in
need.
July
We need to get out
9th.
of here. You guys have guests here. I need to go. I'm sorry this is a short show. As bonus content, I will make Harrington watch the first hour only of the Deer. And once it starts to be the good part, I will cut it off. Harrington, you're down, right? He says no. I don't care. Spike? His name is Spike Harrington.
Why
Because
is
he just roofies people for fun.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
Oh, well.
Oh, is that me? Did you actually put stuff in my bottle in Jamaica and now we find out the truth?
God damn it, Spike. He's at it again.
Spike don't go international, baby.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Spike.
Keeps it domestic. So you're into this. We're going to watch the first hour of the Deer Hunter as bonus content.
Oh,
Just me and you.
I'm wildly out on it, but what choice do I have?
Yeah, we're absolutely at some point. And if Figs does not lose 10 pounds in the next 3 weeks, he has to do
this
the show
camera.
too.
This
he
camera
has to do the
sucks.
show too. I'll
This
come in
camera
early
sucks.
on a day
I gotta
to
do
make
that.
you watch the first hour of the Deer Hunter.
This is fun. You know, I'm usually not here on Thursdays. But
Yeah, Thursdays
now
at
that
8.
I'm
so
here,
late at
We're
night.
live
this
Thursdays
is
at 8.
so much fun.
We have to go because obviously the show started a little late. Whatever. It's it happens. It's not.
Yeah.
The phone lines are slammed. It's cool.
Star Wars is happening.
Obviously, listen to the thing is.
Ding.
I don't have the thing.
Ding.
We should have given you the
Ding
bell.
It's okay. I'm dinging.
I always think when you should do other shows.
You got to come on with Stanley
Sure.
ASAP.
I would do that.
Yeah, ASAP. Fuck
Yeah.
around. We'll just fucking wild out.
I would love to do that. It's
Yeah.
it's
I think we've
wrangling
tried a few
that
times,
fat
yeah.
bastard.
We've
Yeah,
tried.
Fucking wild. I wanted to stay fat.
Figs, you got anything else you got to plug?
Yo, come to New York Comedy Club this week. Fucking when is it? Thursday, Mike? When is it?
Tonight.
This tonight.
Tonight.
It's right now.
Come tonight.
Right
I-
after
I
the show.
gotta head
Get
outta
over
here.
to Anxiety Attack.
That's right. So come tonight if you're in the city and follow me on Twitter and everywhere at Comic Mike Figs and make sure you watch The Thing Is Dang.
I am Shannon Lee, Twitter and Instagram.
Instagram Shannon Lee 6982.
What happened?
No, it's
Didn't
always
you,
been.
you really?
Yeah.
Okay. And
I
it's
don't
I
use
am
Twitter.
Shannon Lee on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't really use Twitter.
Okay.
Instagram, please. 6982. Shannon Lee.
698.
We
my-
got a
my
minute or
birthday,
two.
I'm
You want to pull up
75.
Lebanon real quick?
Yeah, let's see the. All right. Can we watch the dancing in Lebanon and then we'll get the fuck out of here?
What about the who are we waiting for? Colin Powell?
Oh, yeah. We don't get this stuff all the time.
Lebanon.
This show's all over the place.
Yeah, they were jamming on TikTok, the Lebanese.
Yeah, I want to see the Lebanese dancing with the bombs in the background. And
So it
then
was just Lebanon, and they're just like, here we go. That's Lebanon, and that's them. They're like having brunch, and it's like David Guetta when he did that George Floyd techno thing on the roof. This goes out to your family.
this guy fucking rules. Just go out with this song. And if you need to get away from the bombs, Qatar's a great place to go. Just hang out in Qatar.
POV, you're singing No Need to Run and Hide while ballistic missiles fly over your head. What kind of shit is this? Is this System of a Down?
This dude rules.
But that's like, they don't like Iran? Lebanese people? Oh no, that's Israel? Or where are we looking at?
What's happening right now?
This
Spike?
is in Lebanon.
No,
The
that's in
bombs
Lebanon.
are the bombs are going over Iran.
Yeah.
Yeah, wow. So do they not like Iran?
I think they're just partying. They
Yeah,
know
they're just
they
not-
know they're in the clear.
That's crazy.
It's just not interrupting
It's
their
so
already good
close.
time.
It's
Ball of
so
shit.
scary and so close. That's
It's
crazy.
the Rockets' red glare. This has been High Society Radio. Good night, folks.